Hi, welcome to the Old Fast Health Network, Good Health Inside and Out. And I'm your host, Jazz, and I'm here with another installment of Behind the Body, where we take a couple of your favorite influencers, movers, and shakers, get a little personal, see what makes them tick. Hence, we have the lovely Miss Sonia B. Lewis, right?
What's up?
Hey, there she go. Chimed on that. So, Sonia, thank you for being here. First
Thank
installment
you for
of
having me.
2021 with everything going on.
Yes, I'll start off the year for you guys.
Hey, this was planned. You don't know this? This was planned. But, so before we get to Sonia, the IFBB Pro, the posing coach, let's take it back. Before you even stepped into a gym, before you picked up a dumbbell, barbell, what was that Sonia like? Be real now.
Right. So I didn't get into fitness till I was about 30.
Wow, really?
Yes. So my life before that was partying.
Okay. Partying, drinking on the weekends, doing your
Drinking
thing?
on the weekends, eating Waffle House, working.
Okay.
I'm a mom of one, so
Okay.
it was just kind of like a normal lifestyle for a 20-something-year-old.
Okay, I got you. Just run them streets, huh? I understand
much.
that. Okay, a little bit. Okay. So you run the streets, having fun, doing what, young people, that's what we do, right?
Yes.
What was the catalyst to make you say, hey, listen, I want to change my body, change my mental state and everything?
Right. So for me, I turned 30 and I just couldn't run the streets anymore.
Tired? What?
I wasn't waking up and being, with the flat stomach and eating late at night. So my body was definitely changing. My metabolism was definitely slowing down. And, you start to notice that in the way your clothes fit, in the way you look. So that to me made me say, maybe I need to start working out.
Okay.
I've had my daughter at 22.
Okay.
So for me to not even look at a gym in those years, it was the metabolism for me.
You was good. And after you had your kid, you was good.
I was good. I thought I would have to go to the gym, but I went right back to work.
Oh, you had the snapback. That's what you had the snapback. Okay.
I went right back to work, and it just kind of fell off. So, when you have a child and you're working, at the time I was married.
Okay.
You're not even focused on, health, what your body looks like. You're
busy.
Just trying to survive.
You're doing things. You got a kid. You're doing all that.
Yeah.
So when you first, you made that decision, because a lot of people don't really have that epiphany. People see themselves look in the mirror. They're not happy with it, but they don't do anything.
Right.
So what was the motivation? Because everybody can say, I want to do something, New Year's resolution, I want to work out, then they stop. So what kept you motivated to go into the gym?
I really wanted to fit into this dress for my 30th birthday.
I should have guessed that. I was going to say dress or a birthday. You said dress for your birthday, right?
Yes.
This is a birthday. All right.
It seems so, trivial, but, really was. I was like, okay, I want to fit into this dress. It looks really good. I want to look good for my birthday. I'm going to cut all my hair off, just a total change.
Okay.
And I think that I only started 4 months into it before my birthday, and I started seeing changes, and I kind of liked the way I looked. Okay. It was hard. It was different, but that just kept me going.
Did you have a trainer when you was doing this? Or?
Yes, of course. I had a trainer. I knew nothing about working out, fitness, how to eat.
Okay.
And even in hindsight, looking back, it was so cookie cutter. So,
what you mean, the eating or
the meal plan, the workout, everything to me was cookie cutter. Just looking back after after being a competitor and learning about fitness and eating habits and macros. Yeah. So it was just it was a cookie cutter plan.
Wow. Okay. So cookie cutter plan. So your birthday comes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
So what kept you going?
At that point, I think for me, it was just something to do. It starts to become a part of my lifestyle.
Got you.
Yeah, so it was like you had to go to the gym. You felt it. Your body felt like, I need to do something.
Got you. You didn't want to go back to...
No, I didn't want to go back, but I don't know, somehow it became a priority to just, it was like eating. It was like going to bed. It was like, okay, you got to go to the gym,
It's like breathing air. You got to go to... It's part of your life.
It's part of your life, yes.
Right.
And I was really big into spin, so it was like a community for me.
You did spin?
I did spin.
I took a spin class one time. That's real.
It's real.
Man, that is real. All right, so you're really into fitness. So what made you want to, all right, now I want to compete?
So I didn't get into competing maybe about a year after, because I was with a trainer and I was doing spin a lot, and then somehow I got into the Facebook. I think that's when Facebook started. And I saw this guy and I was like, oh, wow, he has abs. He's shredded. He's lean. Mm-hmm. I want to look like that. I know that's so far-fetched, but I've never had abs. I've never, I was just working out. I fit my clothes, but it wasn't to that level. It was a different level, a different physique. I reached out to him and he started training me. And then he was like, you can compete. And I was like, no, I don't want to look like a man, So
that's a big misconception, right?
It's very, very huge misconception, very naive of me. Yeah. And he was like, you should go to the shows. So I started going to the shows and I started seeing the bikini girls and they looked really good, you know? And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And that's kind of how I got into it because someone told me I could.
Man, you're an easy client. Like, I can do this, okay, let me do it.
Yeah.
That's easy. Okay. So you're a pro. So going forward, and you're now an IFBB pro. You've won 2018 Arnold.
Yes.
So how was that experience?
It was like nothing I've experienced in my life. It was incredible. I mean, the moment was surreal. Mm-hmm. For the bikini competitors, for the amateur, we got to go pro, or we got to do our finals in the expo. So they have a huge expo where there's like 30,000 people and there's a stage in there. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's huge. The lights. I felt like a celebrity. I mean, it was nothing I've experienced.
So back it up a little bit. So for a lot of women that don't know, what are the you have physique for women, you have fitness. What are the
divisions categories? Yeah. So we start off with bikini, which is, I guess, technically kind of like the first level. So we have bikini, then it goes to figure. Now we have wellness, which
that's new, right?
Wellness comes, I think, after bikini, but it's new. It's very new. It's like more lower body dominant, very full glutes.
Nice thick women down there.
Yes, but muscle. Tone.
Right.
Muscle.
Because there was no real division for them before. They really couldn't.
No, it was just either bikini or figure, and then there's physique, and then bodybuilding.
Okay. Good. And you're in a bikini, right?
I'm in bikini.
Okay, you gonna stay there?
I want to because I'm still have some weaknesses as far as my division and what I need to build. Okay. So I'm not sure if I can move up. I'm kind of like on the borderline. Okay. As a black woman. I guess your body's going to tell you that, right? Yeah.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah, so, as a woman, what do you mean black women, we have more lower body. Like, we have a lot more mass, glutes, legs than the normal bikini, what would I say? The bikini physique that they will want.
Got you. So, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So you have to work a little bit harder and take off some things.
You may not want to do that.
Yeah, to fit in that division. So
Got you. So with this, we're in the middle of a pandemic. How has that affected shows? Have you been to any shows, competed, or no?
Yeah, we're in a pandemic. But 2020, I don't feel like it was a pandemic for me. It didn't affect me, I guess, as much as it did other people. Okay. We travel. We still travel. I did 2 shows. You just breaking the laws out here, huh? You just yes, I did. I did. I was fortunate to still work because our gym, it wasn't shut down for a very long time.
Gotcha.
I was still able to travel, go to the shows, compete. So I still did it all in 2020.
Did you see it affect any of the other competitors?
A lot of people it did affect financially.
Okay.
So it was hard for people to also go to the gym. Gyms were closed, depending on what state they were in.
Yeah, it's like Atlanta didn't get the memo.
I know. With everything. We were bucking
we still doing it. Like, there's another 400,000 people died. And Atlanta's still open. The clubs is, But to your point, like, I don't know about you, but I've known people personally have been affected by who've had, this. So I'm a little bit more cautious because, I'm not going to lie. I'll be out there going to, maybe, going to spots I shouldn't be.
Right.
So when that happens, you think about, other people who are actually affected by it. So that's it's good that you didn't have too much of an effect from it, though.
Yeah, I think, too, even though I saw it and I knew people who had COVID and died from COVID, I think I still didn't believe that it was real.
I get it. I think in the beginning, I was like, no, this is just a ploy.
Yeah,
this is especially like maybe January, February. I was like, nah, I wouldn't go as far as to say it's going to blow over, but I was like, then you started knowing people personally that was affected by it, like, all right, maybe it's real. And I know my family members were affected by it and I was like, oh, this is real. Just because I don't really see it every day.
Exactly.
Or I'm not affected by it. It's affecting, especially with jobs.
Yes, and I think too, even when the symptoms and stuff started coming out, I felt like I had those symptoms in 2019, like December.
Got you. Okay.
So who's to say that I didn't have it, didn't have the antibodies for it? Maybe that's why I was out here for a year, didn't get sick. So I don't know.
Right. You got the antibodies in there. Okay, got you.
I hope so.
So one of the hardest things people do or to do when they're working out is eat, right? Mm-hmm. So do you currently meal prep yourself? What do you recommend? Do you use any services?
Well, I'm on a team, so I do have a coach.
Okay.
They do my macros. Most of the time I follow. In off season, it's a little, it's not as strict. When I'm in prep, I follow to a T. Okay. But, yeah, I still try to stay close depending on what I'm trying to do. So this is actually going to be my first off-season where I'm trying to gain.
Like ever?
Ever.
Wow. So what are you eating trying to gain? You eating everything?
Everything. Everything. Cookies to pizza, everything, It's definitely a transition for me. It's still because even though I started off not working out, I was very slim and I had to gain muscle. Now you have to kind of gain some fluff to build more mass.
Right. And I kind of wanted to, and that's why one of the reasons I wanted you on the show is because a lot of women go from being a little more weight than cutting down. You were skinny.
Yes.
So
I was very slim.
You don't really get that a lot. So when you began to work out, did you have to eat certain things to put on muscle as opposed to like an off-season kind of eating anything?
Yeah, so because back then the division or bikini was still kind of new, even though I started in 2016. Okay. It was still kind of new, so I think they were still trying to streamline exactly what that division was going to be. I think bikini came out in maybe 2009 or something like that. Okay. So I was very slim, but that's kind of what the division called for.
Gotcha. So you fit in there at the time.
I fit in there. I was still lower body dominant, but they never looked at your upper body to that extreme like they do now, where it's about shape and balance and symmetry. So if you had good glutes, you trained and worked out and you were toned, then you fit that bikini physique, that look that they wanted.
Okay.
So it was more food than I generally would eat because, I probably ate, once a day or always went to like a Zaxby's or a Cheesecake Factory so it was different. I had to prepare my meals. I had to eat, portion sizes. It was very different. I cooked my own food, which I probably didn't do before.
Now you're cooking because you know what you're putting in your food versus ordering out. So.
It makes a difference going out and ordering versus knowing exactly what's going into your meals.
Exactly. Yeah. It makes you really, I don't even know how to cook this better because it don't taste good. So I started looking at YouTube like, how do I cook this better? Because I'm going to meal prep. I need to be good.
Right. Exactly.
So you said you're part of a team. Yes. So I also wanted to know, what is Team Pheno?
All right. So Team Pheno, from the coach's perspective, everyone has a phenotype. So it's your blood work. So is it, are you O positive, A, B, and once you first join the team, they have you do your blood work. Okay. And then they kind of see what foods that will work best for your body to get an optimal physique.
I heard about that. Is that eating to your blood type?
Yeah, so it's more like eating for your blood type. Like I'm O positive, so I'm considered more like a meat eater. Okay. And that would help me to build, more sufficient muscle to get there.
I like that.
Yes.
Good. We're going to get into that a little deeper. Okay. So, a couple more questions before I want to get to a segment called What's Going On.
Okay.
But, so, some things I ask all my guests. What are your top 3 cheat meals or snacks?
All right, so my top 3. So now I'm a pescatarian, but prior to.
Okay.
Burgers and fries.
Okay.
Sushi. And then every now and again, pizza. So it's top 3 for me.
Okay. Burgers or fries somewhere?
From anywhere that has Angus beef.
Anywhere. I thought it was going to say like Five Guys or something like that.
No. Anywhere that has Angus beef burgers. But as long as it's good, I'm okay with it. I like to try different foods. So.
Okay. Good stuff. Another side thing, women, they think that waist trainers are a miracle, right?
Yes.
And I try to tell people, like, you still got to put the work in.
Yes.
All right. So can you speak on that a little bit?
So waist trainers, I like to wear my waist trainer.
I know.
I feel like it does help to So if you're growing or lifting weights or whatever you're doing, I feel like whether it's a waist trainer or a belt, it's good to wear just so you're not expanding that midsection.
Gotcha. Because
when you do diet down and you become lean to our extent for our sport, you will see the difference then. So waist trainers, like anything else, training for whether you're training your biceps, your legs, anything that's going to grow. So the waist trainer is keeping you tight, keeping that midsection really tight so you can see that hourglass shape, for me, I see it more once I get on stage.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's when it counts. So
that's when it counts. But you still have to diet. You still have to eat right. You just can't buy a waist trainer and wear it and think it's going to work. You still have to put in the work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your opinion on tummy T-tucks?
I've never done that. So
okay, just that you did. I didn't want to be lightly step. I don't know if you took it or not. Anyway, so we're going to be right back with a segment called What's Going On, where I took maybe 2 or 3 pictures from your social media.
Oh, gosh, good ones, hopefully.
And you let me know what's going on, who you with, how you feel, all right?
All right, sounds great.
We'll be right back.
Hi there, healthy people. Do you have a healthy product or service? If you are a certified medical professional, fitness trainer, author, or chef, Old Fashioned Health would love to promote your services or product on the Old Fashioned Health radio show. Please reach out to us. Call 404-793-3960 or email us at oldfashionedhealth@gmail.com. You can also contact us at oldfashionedhealth.com. Old Fashioned Health, good health inside and out.
All right, we're back with a segment called What's Going On. So, Sonia, I'm going to show you a couple of pictures from your IG, social media, wherever it came from. I don't know where it came from.
Is that going to be here?
It's going to be right here.
Oh, my.
And let me know, if you're with somebody, who you're with, how you're feeling, and all that good stuff.
All right.
All right. What is this? Where we at? Where we at?
This is the Bahamas. I was on a cruise I believe it was for New Year's. I can't remember what year that was.
Oh, you did New Year's big.
Yeah.
Did you stay there?
No.
Okay.
No.
I see that on commercials all the time. Like, I never nobody that stood there. But
they let us off, for a day, and then we just kind of did the whole swimming with the dolphins. We went in. It was a fun time.
You wasn't scared, huh, with the dolphins?
I was scared with dolphins. That's why I'm kind of to the far right.
Okay.
They are scary creatures.
Really, dolphins?
Yes.
They're smart. I know that. But.
They're very smart, but maybe I'm just not a animal.
It's still a wild animal.
Yeah,
no matter what.
The teeth was scary. Everything was scary to me.
All right, go on. Where we at?
All right, so where am I? I am North Carolina. This has got to be the Panthers. Is this the Panthers? Yeah.
Is that your team?
No. Yes, it used to be.
Oh, okay.
Back then, you kind of have to go with the team, with the person you're with,
I get it. Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm a Falcons fan, okay?
Okay. I shouldn't have took this picture. But I didn't have no idea. All right. But at the time, you were a Panthers fan. But now you're with the Falcons.
Yes.
You in the city you at. Okay. Good stuff. Hey,
all right.
That's a good look right there. I like that. That's a good look. Explain that one.
This is Carnival. So Carnival happens every year except for last year. I mean,
Carnival
clearly.
Where?
Carnival in Atlanta. This is Memorial Drive, if anyone knows where this is. You're very familiar. Okay. I probably was the super fit one because I just came off of a show.
No, not you.
Yes, me. I mean, Carnival, you're supposed to be a little bit more fluffy. You're supposed to have some
shake with it?
Yeah, some shake.
With it? Okay.
That was a tough shake for me, but someone captured this picture and it was very awesome.
That is awesome picture,
I was
though.
In the moment.
You was
in the moment.
You was in something.
Yeah, I love Carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm West Indian, so you have to experience those things.
I was going to say, you got to go where the carnival at.
Yes.
I'm in Atlanta. I've never went to the carnival in Atlanta. I didn't know how big it was here.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty big.
Oh, man, it's big. So you got to let me know when the next one is.
Hopefully they have one this year. Yes, the men are dressed up as well.
Okay.
Yes, and they're behind you usually dancing as well.
I'm about to get out there myself. Play with me. All right. So, Sonia, thank you so much. It was a great interview for being a guest on Behind the Body.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Of course. The last thing I want you to leave people with is anybody who is thinking about getting into fitness, whether working out or competition. What's your advice?
I would say do your research. So now is always do your research. There's so much YouTube, Instagram videos. Go down to pages, question the athletes that are with a coach. Question question them to see if they like them. How was it? Do your research, interview several coaches, get a consultation to see if it's a good fit for you. Because now, back then it was so different. It was so much like bodybuilding style of how you had to eat. But now it's so different. They have macros. You can actually have fun with your food, be creative. Right. So it's like, just do your research.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Do your research. That is
research.
Leave it off with that word, the research. Again, this is Jazz from Behind the Body with Sonia B. Lewis. Till next time, stay healthy.
And we're out.
Out.